Hey, what's up, y'all? Knowledge coming at you again. I want to speak on something that is a very misconception, within the world. And, it's people who put other people on a pedestal because of what they've achieved or material objects that they have. And, you have people in life that don't really respect anybody unless you have something to show for what you work for. You got people who get up every morning, might be a nurse, a doctor, something like this, somebody who contributes to the world every day, a police officer, maybe somebody who's fought in the war, or just a day to day person. Get up, maybe got a regular 9 to 5 working at Walmart, but doing what they got to do and sacrificing to take care of their family, pay their bills, and contribute to society. And you have people who don't give these people any credit. But you see people on TV that might have the Mercedes Benz, or somebody that has a lot of money, or might have a car, have their own place to stay, and they'll put these people up on a pedestal. Now, what I think is a problem with this is a lot of times good-hearted people get passed over and don't get recognized for being a good person and being somebody that contributes to society. You have, these people out here, and because I think America is so materialistic and, we value bullshit, you got, like, for an example, little kids out here that, don't even really take acknowledge of, what their parents do. Maybe they have a single mother that's holding everything down in the house, or a single dad. And, they don't really honor, their mother or father for what they do every day. But they'll glorify Jay-Z, they'll glorify Lady Gaga, they'll glorify Lil Wayne because they're on TV, or they have $100 million in the bank, or they got the nice high car and 3, 4, 5 different houses and shit. And I think this is a problem within society, and it really holds people back from progressing as a person. Another example, you have, women out here that will put a man that, maybe has his own car, has his own place to stay, above a guy that might be just working his way through school, maybe, he has a regular 9 to 5 job, not balling out of control, but, he's a good hearted guy, good man, take care of responsibility. He just not balling out of control like another guy, might be. But what they'll do is a guy who obtains all these material objects, all of a sudden he's the better catch. He might have the high corporate paying job, but because he has the money, because he has, the fancy car and his own place to stay, he's considered the better catch. Where really he could be an asshole personality wise and not give two shits about you, but because you're thinking in a materialistic way, you feel like he's the better catch than the cat that just may have, a regular life and just trying to grind and get to where he needs to be in life. And, it's situations like this that, it just messes us up as a people. And, I think we really need to come together and start realizing stuff like this. Like, stop honoring and putting people on a pedestal just because of what they might have, succeed or achieve in their life with material objects. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't feel like nothing's wrong with, honoring somebody who, might have graduated from school, or, or doing good in their life. Nothing is wrong with that. But I feel like it's a problem when you put these people on a pedestal simply because of things they've achieved. But the average Joe, or the person that just might be on their grind, you look at them as a peasant, or you don't want to talk to them until they get to a certain level. And this is on, men and women's side. I'm not just talking about the dating scene or nothing like that. I'm just talking about life in general. A lot of times we don't take the time out of our day to honor people who are putting the groundwork in, people who are contributing to society, the low key people, not the people you see on TV, or the people who are in the newspaper every week, or athletes and nothing like that, but just good hearted people who are out there contributing to society. just with, here on YouTube. You got young people out here like myself, Jalir Ireland, Jay Hitmaker, several other, young people out here, under the age of, I say, 30, or even, maybe a little older than 30. But just people in general who out here talking about positive things, trying to, educate their own people, uplift us from, the coonery and the bullshit that, you see our people doing every day. You got people who are doing the groundwork, take the time out of their day to speak on certain issues and educate our people. But, they don't get, a lot of, views, or they don't get, a whole bunch of subscribers because they not acting a damn fool. And, I think these people need to be, I'm not going to say pray, but they need to be acknowledged. Don't nobody really have to, come on here and speak the truth and be honest and educate our people. You do it because, you want to contribute to society. You want to do something positive. You want to help somebody out. And, I just think in the world, people just got to wake up on that, because it's a lot of people who are not, really appreciate it. They go out here, bust their ass every day and try to make a better life for their family and just for the world in general. But, everybody looks over and they get stepped on. And then when, all of a sudden when they get to this certain peak, all of a sudden they're the shit now. All of a sudden, you got people hopping on their coattail and everybody wants to be their friend. And, that's pretty much what I want to say in this video, because I think a lot of us need to wake up on it. We need to stop cherishing people who have, material objects or something that you might want in your life, so you're going to honor the person who has all this money, or the person who has achieved this, and this, or have all these several bachelor's degrees or doctor's degree, and that's good. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with, acknowledging people who have succeeded and accomplished things in life. But at the same time, that doesn't total you up as a whole of who you are. Just like I've said before in previous my videos, you have people who have doctorate degrees, very educated, but are stupid as fuck, don't have any common sense, horrible people. Look at this character that just shot up this movie theater at the Batman premiere. Highly educated guy, but he was evil. Went in there and killed 12 people and shot 71. So, a lot of this material shit and, education and all that does not sum up who somebody is. Don't be fooled by the okie doke. You really have to, analyze things and really observe things and understand, who people are. Don't be so quick to put a label on somebody just because they have this, and this. And, I've heard this, scenario at times. People might say, okay, well, I want a person with a job, have a job or whatever. And, that might be cool. You want somebody who's able to support themselves, blah, blah, blah. That's good. Everybody wants some type of employment so they can provide for themselves, because unfortunately, if you don't have money, you will die. You can't feed yourself, you can't clothe yourself, you can't put a roof over your head. But at the same time, people who are out of a job, it doesn't necessarily mean they're lazy. It doesn't necessarily mean that they don't try. It doesn't necessarily mean that, they're just a failure in life. You have people in life who get things handed to them. Just like I said before in previous videos, we all come from different backgrounds and different lifestyles. You have middle class kids who have things handed to them. Their parents get them a car on their 16th or 18th birthday. Their parents pay for their college tuition. Their parents pay for them to have their own place to stay. So does that mean that we put these people on a pedestal because they have something that, maybe another person who actually has to go out there and earn it and work for everything that they have? No, this person has had everything pretty much handed to them. So why should we put them on a some type of high level because they have material objects that the other person might not have? And this things you just really gotta think about. Everybody that you see with material objects, or have so-called succeeded or achieved certain things, didn't have the same type of role. And we really gotta get away from honoring people for bullshit reasons. Let's start honoring the people who out here doing the groundwork, people who out here speaking for their community, organizations out here, people who take the time out of their day, whether they working, busy, sick, or whatever. But they take the time out of the day to put some knowledge out here on YouTube or just out in the world. Let's start honoring those people. It's a damn shame. You got Kim Kardashian giving blowjobs on a sex tape, and all of a sudden she's a star. And all of you got people who cut up, do all this bullshit, get reality shows, but the people who are out here actually doing something positive and contributing to the community, where are they at? Where are their TV shows at? Where's the money at for them? Where's the support? That's all I gotta say. Y'all comment and all that good stuff, but really start reframing the way you think. Everybody you see out here with all this material shit didn't grind for it. Didn't do a damn thing. A lot of this stuff was handed to them. You got kids out here who are very spoiled. Just like I was saying before. Kids nowadays don't have to work for a goddamn thing. Everything is handed to them. And I'm a guy, I've said it before, I'm a guy that comes from poverty. I know what it's like to not have. And everything that I have right now, I grind for. Didn't nobody give me a damn thing. I bust my ass through college. I created my own opportunities. Nobody didn't give me anything. But I don't want somebody to kiss my ass for the type of car I drive, or because I got this degree or that degree, or I'm doing this type of job. I want somebody to respect me for my grind and my hustle to get to what I have right now. But that's all I gotta say. I'm out. Peace.